I'm in such a desperate state to help her. I've just put a rug on her overnight so I could put, I've put more mange treatment on it yesterday, and I've soaked more in the back of the rug because she really hates it. And I've put more oils on her so that she at least won't get bitten overnight. And I've really been rubbing it into her ears. She's just been going nuts. She's loved it. I've just saturated her ears and poll and neck, like everywhere here with the Quidditch, behind her chin. She just always needs a bit of time. I normally don't just start with her face, but in my last video I started with her face quite quickly just so I could show it. But I give her time to warm up to it. And you can see she's itchy, but she's got some of the oils on her back. I'll get some more stuff tomorrow for her, some different stuff. I must remember to order the... See, she's so itchy, poor thing. I wish I had more trust in my vet, because I just don't like the stuff that was prescribed last time for my horse as a carcinogenic antibiotic that's been taken off the market. It still does get used for livestock, but it'd be buggered if I wanted to use it on a pregnant mare and on a young mare. Like she's rising 6, aren't you, darling? Hey, and I just don't know what to do with her. I can't make it better. And I might need to get another vet out, ask for the more experienced vet to come out. But I don't like steroid shots because they're just a short gap, and like they give you a short-acting steroid shot because a long-acting one can cause laminitis. Stuff that. And she's got no ticks. I mean, I've going back to the mange treatment as well as everything else. I don't think she's reacting to the iodine, and I'm just trying to alleviate her symptoms, and I'm in a state of rugging her. I haven't put a mask on her. I was going to put something on her to cover her ears, but so I've put this on her. It's in the evening at 7:30, and it's just a light mesh rug, and I'll see how she goes tomorrow. I might take it off in the morning, see how she's going. Well, actually, if it's hot, I'll leave it on. I don't want to get sunburnt. And I am concerned about it because I can't make it better. And she's getting sups, she's getting the good stuff. I mean, I might actually make, what I will do tomorrow is I'll start with a sulphur paste, and I'm going to start adding sulphur into an oil mixture so I can get it to cling. And just slather her with sulphur. That might help. And then there's mud as well, and tough rock. Yeah, I'll put some tough rock back over it and mud her up to try and just cover it and protect it. I need to go back to the mud treatment because I think that's actually really good. Poor girl. She's a good girl. Aren't you, you're my baby, aren't you? And see, I just was rubbing under there. That's very itchy, isn't it? We might put some more Quidditch on there. So I'm doing a one-handed thing. It's a bit hard to get the Quidditch out and one hand. Put it back. Might have to drop it. And then see, I can get in under here. So you can see she's got the skins coming off, and she loves that. She's just absolutely saturated in it. You're my good girl, aren't you? See, I can feel the crusts there. I get in under there, but it's hard to see how she's got this skin missing here. I know, you don't like that. Oh, what did you see? Was there something? Is it me, or I think she heard something, and I'm bothering her a bit, but I actually think she did hear something. It's Penny's coming down here to the dam with Angel. I end up leaving these two just in here. It's just so much easier feeding Penny, and I know. Oh, and these pink, I actually bought these because of Rick Gore. And they stand out like a sore thumb, so you can't lose them. It was good even in the flood. I could spot my pink feeder, but I couldn't help buy them. I just thought it's just too funny to have pink feeders. The same price as any other colour, but also I've had feeders nicked, and nobody else where I was adjusting had pink feeders, so it was like if they want to steal them, if suddenly people produced pink feeders, they would know that they're mine. that was actually the main reason, and then to also stir up Rick Gore. Yeah, my girl, hey, I know, poor thing. Hey, she's such a good girl. This is the girl that was dangerous. Look at her. She was very good. She was a bit antsy when I put her just over into this paddock just on the other side of the gate, because there's 2 more dominant mares in here over her. None of the mares in this paddock are dominant over her. She's now asserted herself over Angel. And so it meant that I could just relax with her without worrying that someone was going to push her, and I could, dealing with her back end and whatnot. And look at this, it's just dreadful. Hey, my girl. Hey, what's going on? She's got a beautiful mane usually. It's really thick and long. It's beautiful, stunning mane. Just nothing. Look at her. And she gave my son a bad eye yesterday, didn't you? You didn't like him. She was all antsy when he came down. Did not like that at all, did you? Hey? But this horse, I'll never part with this horse. She's just been through so much, and she's just so, she's got her friends, she's got her herd, she's got her human, human that she trusts. Got the farrier that she trusts now, and she even smooched with him and his wife. They're fantastic. She's warmed up to him now. He can do all the feet. She's so good, back feet and everything. And she even gave him a smooch at the end. She's such a good girl. She's learning, she's calming down, and she's got her humans that she trusts. And yeah. See, she's relaxed. She's got her ears pointing back. She's just listening. She's relaxed. And if you look at her, see her head's low. See her body? She's nice and relaxed. And she will stand here. I could stand with her for over an hour easily. She won't walk off and leave me. And she pulls at my heartstrings, because when she was pregnant, and whenever I've left her, she's always such a loyal horse. She'd stand there at the fence watching me, leave her feed and stand and watch me. It's like, it just makes me feel so bloody sad. She's such a good girl, aren't you? Never had a horse like it. Just so loyal. It's really weird. I don't know why. It's just her nature to go from being so anti-human and then to find a human that she can trust and that she likes. And, but I can't accept any nonsense from her. But when I correct her, I don't have to be hard on her. That's the thing. It's getting the right balance. She doesn't respond to like a strictness in terms of, like, I've got a little Brumby 2-year-old, man, I have to get out the lead rope and slap him over the rump with it. He just will come in, like, I've had physical fights with him, like wrestling, It's like, he needs nothing subtle. He needs it really clearly spelled out to him, and now he's good. But this girl, she won't respond to that. You bring out a whip and start manhandling her, she's not going to like it. I saw this trainer pull out a whip near her for another horse, and she was up on her toes. She did not like it. And that's because she's been brutalised. As I said, she's got whip marks on her, and scars that she'll have forever. And she can respond to, me just like, when she was getting antsy and she was turning around, and I was like, hang on, I just was like, I wasn't even that loud as what I was just then. I was like, hey, and she just stopped and she stood still. I didn't really have to do anything. I didn't have to do anything physically. Like, I don't have to do much with her. She's just so obliging for me. Look at her. She's just a little angel. She's just, her foal was just the most sweetest nature horse, and everyone would talk about her. She was just a really special horse. And she came from this mare here. So even though this mare was dangerous and can still be in the wrong hands, and if the wrong person tries something on with her, she could kick someone. I always tell people, don't walk in this paddock. Don't underestimate her, because I know what she's like. And but her basic nature is just such a gentle, sweet soul that responds to such light touch and light cues. She's very sensitive, and her foal was like this. Hello, darling. She was a good mum, and then what happened was she kicked and broke her foal's leg, but you know what? She didn't realise it was her foal. I've actually got it on video. It just so happened we got on video, and it was my fault. There were wild dogs in the area spotted on the property, and I put her in with the rest of the herd, and there were hay piles around, but she went nuts reasserting her dominance there. There were 2 other horses in the paddock, and she was kicking out, and then her foal came up behind her. She was 3 months old, and she kicked out and broke her leg. And I realise now, thanks to Rick Gore actually, that she, really watching his videos, that the baby was in a blind spot. So she saw a horse and kicked. She thought it was another horse. I don't believe she intended to kick her baby at all. And then as a result, the baby had several fractures and had to be weaned. It was just devastating, and I felt so sorry for both her baby and her, because they were in stalls next to each other. The foal was on stall rest strictly for 3 months. The vet said basically at the end of that, she'll either be sound or not, and if she's not, then she'll have to be put to sleep. And she was fine. But because, of the weaning and everything, we ended up pairing her foal with Penny, because Penny was very gentle, and Diani, her foal, and Angel, the foal, the white, very pale Pally over there with Penny, were the only 2 horses that Penny could push. And Penny's very gentle, and they were very gentle with her. And Diani did go into paddocks with her mum. Like, the herd's often been together. That's why they're a very good herd, cohesive herd. They've always been near each other, within eyesight. I always try and keep them next to each other. It's like they're all in adjacent paddocks. And then they can all be put together as well. Depending on the circumstances. And so she was paddocked on and off with her own baby, but she paired up with Cleo and Bonnie. This is another big thoroughbred that we had at the time. And her baby was there, and she was aware of her baby, but her baby had bonded with Penny by this point, because we kept them separate for quite a while, just to make sure, because she'd been weaned, and just make sure that there was no issues with her wanting to suckle her mum. And mum did shoo her off, because by that point she was well and truly weaned, and she knew it was her baby. And then it was terrible, because somebody, said, put lawn clippings in here. My son was mowing, put the lawn clippings in the paddock for the horses to eat, which they did, and by the time I discovered it, they'd been gobbling into them. And I don't know if it would have made a difference getting the vet out that day. I don't really know what they could do. And she died 40 hours later. And after that, Penny, her paddock maker there, went right down. I thought she was going to die. The vet thought she looked terrible. She thought she looked like a horse with no teeth, but she checked her teeth. The teeth were fantastic, which I thought they were. And she just was coming out with this immune reaction, very sort of similar to Tuppy. They were both, out of all the horses, the other horses have had similar skin conditions, but only in little places. But these 2 just came out massively unwell. And since I got Angel for Penny, and I've been working on her obviously, but she was always getting good feed anyway in subs. She was getting really good feed, but I think she just had lost it. But see, she pushes Angel around, and Angel's a more dominant horse than Penny. A lot of the horses can't push Angel, but Penny can eat and keep Angel away. Angel defers to Penny. It's amazing. And Angel's pregnant, and I deliberately bought a pregnant mare from a drought sale, because I wanted to get another foal for Penny to be with, and Nanny, and her mum to be with her. Hey, ooh, don't you like them coming over? Look at this. See, they've come over, and she's reacting. It's all right. They're not. Hey, it's all right. It's okay. Anyway, and since then, Penny's actually improved a lot. Her skin's improved, and she's gaining weight, because she just looked terrible. Anyway, so I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes here. Anyway, but Tuppy's skin hasn't improved, and I'm thinking maybe even if, look at this, look, I'll stand back a bit, I want you to see this. See how she's reacting to her? She's like, go away. You don't like them, do you? You want to come here? It's very itchy. I'm going to have to go on a tick because it's actually getting dark and I'm getting bitten. There's Angel. Look at her. Look. Hey. So, don't worry about them. Anyway, I'm gonna have to head off. But far out, I'm being bitten on the back of the legs. So she's having some sups, which is good. So anyway, long story. Look at this. See, Penny's having a look. Penny gets 2 feeds a day, and they have their own sups, and they get their treats. Cleo gets a small feed a day, and they all have access to sups, all of them. But this one, I don't want her to get fat because she's pregnant. She's a good horse. Love her. Really, really good horse. Yeah, aren't you? You love her, don't you, Penny? So I think company makes a difference. And bloody hell, sorry, mosquitoes. And oh God, I'm gonna have to go. But anyway, I'm hoping that Tuppy I've finally given in, put the rug on her, and I'm hoping that she can. I know I'm gonna have to go. That she'll get better, and I'm actually spending time with her to help that situation. See, she's antsy. This is what she was like with Claude came down. I'm gonna go through. Hang on. Oh, pick this up. Pick up my Quidditch. Yeah, she's gone. But see, she's Hey, hi. I've got a bit of Malaban on this. I'm gonna be very careful with you because you're pregnant. She's a good girl. So I'm gonna go, and I'm just hoping I can crack her skin condition. Okay, bye.